All right, guys, let's get this party started. Happy first Thursday of August. Super pumped for Team Cup. I'm pretty honored to be here. This is the first time that I'm speaking on Liz's call, but I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to celebrate any recognition since it's Thursday. So if anybody has anybody to shout out, even if they're not here, you can unmute yourself or type in the chat, anything at all. It doesn't just have to be ranks. Nothing? All right. Well, big things coming because it's Team Cup month. So next Thursday, you guys have to have something to celebrate. So let me first ask who, I always like to know my audience, who I'm speaking to. Who is like a new coach under a year? Anybody? Okay, so y'all are seasoned coaches. You know what's going on. Okay, a little bit of mix. Awesome, Kelly. So for those of you that don't know me, because I don't know many of your faces, I am Danielle, and this is actually my 3-year anniversary coaching. So it's pretty crazy to speak on this call full circle because I was just a new baby coach and dropped the cookie when Liz was building, and she was still hustling. Not that she's not, but the team is much bigger now. And so it's crazy to have seen it grown from where it was to where it is now in just such a short time. So for those of you guys that don't know me, I am in Atlanta, but I'm originally from Philadelphia. And I started like most of our coaches start. I started as a challenger. I had just finished architecture graduate school, and I used food as a reward to get my work done, which didn't really work out too well for me. So I saw all my friends' posts from college, and she was looking really great, and she asked me to do this challenge group, and I was like the easiest sign up ever. I didn't research anything, didn't ask the price. I was just like, yeah, sign me up. Sure, sounds great. She's a military spouse, so I saw it as an opportunity to spend more time with her, even though we are far apart. And so I instantly fell in love with Shakeology at first sip, like probably many of you. But I never did the workout nutrition plan of 21 Day Fix. I was kind of that dipper, like dipping my toe in the water to see what this thing was all about. And to give you guys some perspective, 3 weeks into when I started, I actually got forced to go to a Super Saturday in Atlanta, which I was like, no, don't have time for that. I'm going out on Friday night. No. Like, I don't want to be a part of this coaching thing. And I went, and I can't say that everything was history from then, but going that early for me changed everything. And I really wanted to speak on limitless mindset tonight and having that core belief because it's been so pivotal throughout my coaching journey. And I think a lot of times we want that thing, like what is that thing I have to do to get to where I want to be? Or what am I not doing enough of? Or what script do I have to say? Or what results do I have to get to that next level? And it's really right between your ears. It really has nothing to do with doing more or finding that one thing you're not doing or that thing in your head that you think you're missing right now. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with your internal belief. And I've proven it to myself time and time again throughout my business, which I'll share throughout my story and the points I'm going to bring to you guys, because this month, I want you guys to believe that you can forever change the way you live your life. Like in the next, what do we have left? 29 days in the month. Hopefully my math is right. Don't check me. But you can go in for 29 days of hustle and can I curse on this call? Are you guys offended? Okay, cool. You can go in and work your ass off and put your grit in and put your head down and stop looking at the boards and stop scrolling Facebook and stop using every excuse in the book, and you can freaking do it, even if you've never done it before. And I know because I've done it, and I've been the girl that maybe some of you have felt. My first month, I hit Success Club 8 without really trying. I hate when people say that, but it was true. 3 to 4 months, I sat and I didn't do the work, and I didn't hit Success Club, and I didn't know what it was, but I thought the money would just roll in, and it didn't really happen. Anybody else feel that way? Like you look at Diamond and you think, oh, that's going to change my business. I have to get the Diamond. Diamond is like the pivotal mountain on the top. I hope I don't break anybody's heart, but Diamond is not going to change your life. What's going to change your life is believing that you can teach others to do this business and going all in with it. So I wanted to start off this call before I'm a little tough love, but I'm going to start off sweet and ask you guys to close your eyes for a second. Close them up. Close them up. And if you had an image in your head of what success looked like for you in this business, not thinking about the work it had to take to get there, not thinking about the obstacles that you have in your way right now, what would that success look like for you? What would be the thing? What would be the feeling? What would be the experience? You know, like what would be the title or the recognition you want or the trip you want to go on? And so when you're thinking in your head right now, I'm going to share with you some of mine. And I call it my I am list. And I push my coaches to do this a lot because we have to kind of have this visualization that we already are where we want to be. And I used to think this stuff was bullshit because I didn't do personal development for my first 3 to 4 months of coaching, and look, it got me nowhere. So you guys can open your eyes and I'm going to share you some of mine, okay? So some of mine are: I'm a fierce leader. I'm a 6-figure earner. I am meant to make a difference. I am blessed with incredible friends. I am consumed with purpose. I'm a traveler of the world. I'm helping others see success. And so the first thing I want you guys to do after you get off this call is make that I am list and post it wherever you work. And if that's on your phone, post it on a note section on your phone. Because you have to take your mind there every day. It can't just be sit down and do work, and then sit down and do your workout, and then sit down and message more, and then sit down and post. Because you're going to quit if you do that. And that's just being real honest with you guys. That takes the love and joy out of what we do. If it's just work all the time and there's no vision for it, what's the point? Nobody wants to work more. I'm sure you guys have other jobs as well. So that I am list has got to be deep, and it's got to have purpose to you, and it has to have meaning, and it has to be something scary and crazy and outside your comfort zone when you make that I am list. And put those big scary goals in there, because that's what's going to lead you from where you are to where you want to be. And read that list every day before you sit down to do your work, or maybe when you get out of bed each morning, go and read that I am list, okay? So that's my point number 1. My second point, funny story. How many of you went to Summit? Awesome. How many of you going next year? Sweet. Everybody's hand should be up. Okay, so funny story. I got stuck in the New Orleans airport for 8 hours the Sunday after Summit. That was wonderful. The beautiful thing about it was that I knew everybody in the airport. It was awesome. It was all beach bodies. So I got to see a lot of corporate people and a lot of people I'd followed before. Uh-oh, muted. And I was speaking with Doug Moss, and he was telling one of my newer coaches that came to Summit, you need 3 things to be successful in this business. Number 1 is belief in the product, which I think all of you believe in Shakeology or the workouts, or you wouldn't be here right now, right? Number 2 is belief in the company. And that's why we all push going to Summit, because you see the bigger vision of what you're a part of. And you see that this is not about you whatsoever. That there's thought and purpose and passion behind every single decision that Carl makes and every single thing he shares. And you can experience that through a Facebook Live. I mean, I love hearing him speak, but there's just nothing like getting in a room with him. The third thing is belief in the compensation plan, which some of you may have experienced some small wins with that, or maybe some big wins. But that takes time to build your belief in as you continue to grow and build your teams, right? So that's something you have to kind of just believe it's going to happen. But I wanted to add another thing. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe in this team. So I don't know if you guys feel the shift in here, but how many people are in our team page? Tons, like almost 2,000 people. And there's 10 people on this call or whatever. You guys are the leaders of Team Drop the Cookie because you're here right now. And you want something more that you're not getting right now or that you're not feeling right now. And you're on this team call because you're investing in yourself, whether you have your own team or not. And you all set the energy for where we're going. So Liz asked for volunteers to get on this call, and I was like, of course, that would be a huge honor. When's the last time you guys volunteered to do something or help her out or shout people out on the team page or celebrate them, right? That team culture is something you can't touch. And I'm sure some of you have your own teams. You got frustrated when nobody likes or comments a celebratory post. Happens on my team page all the time. I'm like, come on, guys. But that culture comes from you guys leaning in on each other, which in turn builds the belief, and it's a ripple effect. So we all know, believe in the product, you do a program and you follow it to a T, right? Believe in the company, get yourself to events. Who's been to Super Saturday? Anybody? Okay, cool. Everybody signed up for September Super Saturday? You're going to sign up after this? Okay. Chris Downing's coming to mind, so I'm super pumped. But you have to get yourself to those events because it allows you to take it to the next level. We're in a people business. Hopefully you guys realize that by now. So if you can't get on a Facebook Live, you can't go to an event and talk to people, like you got to check yourself and your ego at the door, because this business is not about you, it's about other people. So you got to expand the way that you're thinking about things, because so often the things that hold us back from taking our business to the next level or creating more of our freedom is ourself. Who are you to say, oh, I just can't go Facebook Live? Why not? Learn how to do it. It's called YouTube and Google. I tell my team that all the time. Encourage your coaches to get in your team page and go live and practice, because that's how they'll get more comfortable with it. The thing that kills me is seeing, you'll see top coaches on the top of the Success Club board and you're like, what do they have that I don't? And I'm literally handing it to you guys on a silver platter. It's belief. Belief in those 4 things we just talked about. Belief in the product, belief in the company, belief in the compensation plan, and belief in yourself and this team. And so if you want more of what's on that board, you got to get serious about those 4 things and enthrall yourself in them. And if you don't know how to get there, reach out. There's 2,000 people that want to help you succeed. There's no other company like that you could message somebody and say, hey, how are you doing that? Like if you guys all messaged me tonight, I would tell you, this is what I'm doing. It may not work for you, but that's the beauty of it. You can do your own thing, your own way. Okay. So those are my 4 points there. Okay. The next thing that I just bust on my team all the time. How many of you have said, oh, I'm going to try to do that this week. Oh, I hope that person will sign up. Oh, I should do that. I should do that tomorrow. You can't say those words. They need to be eliminated from your mindset. The way that I've been at the top of the leaderboard the past couple months, guys, is because I am. It's going to happen. That person is waiting for me to find them. I told my team I was going to hit Success Club before this call, and I'm 1 person away. So it's happening tonight, because that's just the way that I think. That's the way I've trained my brain. You can't think, oh, I should do that, or I hope that person does it. I immediately stop my team and say, stop putting those thoughts into the world. Hope is great if you want to be a hobby coach or you want to kind of sort of dip your toe in the water. But I think all of you on this team call sacrificing your time because you want some serious freedom out of this opportunity, right? You can't wish for it. You have to work for it, and you have to believe it 110%. What if you told yourself, would you believe yourself if I said, I'm going to hit Success Club tonight because I know there's 3 people out there that need me? Would you do it? Would you think that way? You know, like just put a deadline and work until it's done. Is it hard? No, it's actually simple. You do it or you don't, right? It's like if I told you tomorrow, if you help 3 people tonight and you would get $1 million bonus tomorrow, would you find a way? Hell yeah, you'd find a way. So why don't we create that urgency in what we do, right? The only reason that some people get to the end of the month and they freak out because they're not at Success Club yet, and they create that bad cycle because they hustle so hard the last week of the month and then they give up, and then right now there's nobody on the board. It's because they didn't go all in the whole first of the month. Why not put your hustle the first week and then put your hustle the second week and then get your cherry on top the third and fourth week, right? I had to make that shift for myself after my first year because I can't tell you guys how many months I sat on my computer with my success partner until midnight. Has anybody done it before? Where you're just like, oh, I don't know where this is coming from, but it's going to happen and I'm going to do it. But like, why not have that mentality for the 5th of the month, right? Why do we put ourselves through those pain points? Because we think we have 31 days. But this is Team Cup month, y'all. This is not just, oh, I'm at a 5-star diamond, I can coast the rest of the year. This is going all in. And so you have to speak to yourself in your mind of the person that you want to be and the person you want to help. As in, I will do this tonight. There is no TV tonight. Actually, fun fact, I canceled my cable last fall, so it'll be actually almost a year now, because it just wasn't serving me. It wasn't serving my goals, and it was money out the door. So, you know, sometimes you got to sacrifice. It's hard for me during football season, but, you know, sacrifice. So a couple ways that I kind of create this visualization for myself. The first thing that I do, and I actually got this from my good friend, Kelsey Smith, who used to be Kelsey Pape. I'm sure you guys know her. I went to her apartment right after she had hit Elite, because she lives in Charlotte. And she found this Post-it in her cabinet, and it said like Elite Team or something. I'm like, why do you have a Post-it there? Like, that's kind of weird. She's like, well, I literally put Post-its everywhere in my apartment as I was pushing for Elite last year, because it was just a constant reminder and a smack in the face that this is what I'm doing. This is why I don't have excuses, and just to constantly put it in your mindset. And so this year, from January 1st, I have Post-its all around my apartment that say my team is an Elite team this year. Do I know how it's going to happen? Heck no. Do I know who's going to go 5-star? Heck no. But we sure hit 3-star today. You know, we're well on our way. I'm not concerned about the how or the who or the when. I'm concerned about the why. And the why behind me doing that is because I want to help other women see success. It's not ego driven. My joy is in helping them. So that's my first exercise. I challenge you guys, write that scary goal down and put it freaking everywhere. Like, I have it on my mirror. I have it in my cabinets, like in my silverware drawers. If you have a husband, just go along with it. You know, if there could be worse things you put up in your house, just Post-its. Some of them fall down, you just make a new one. But it's that constant visualization in your head that this is going to happen December 31st, 2017, no matter what. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I'm going to work for it every single day until it happens. So the second thing, okay, so this is another cool thing. I'm kind of an intuitive person, so this may be like a little bit weird for you guys, but I took a picture at Summit 2015, my first year at Summit, which, by the way, I didn't decide I was going to go until 3 weeks before. I was that girl who bought the ticket last minute, and now I'm like, why would I ever not go? Of all the guitars, I don't know if anybody was in Nashville, but it's all the Elite guitars in Nashville. And I've had this as my phone background for now almost 3 years, because I believe so strongly. I didn't have a team. I was just qualifying for Diamond when I went to that summit. But that's what the kind of vision I've had. And that's the kind of mindset I've built for the past 2 years. Would you give up on that goal if you didn't hit it 2 years? You know, like, put it in your face all of the time so it just slaps you silly with where you want to go. because you're not where you want to be because your mind hasn't let you go there. It's held you back from where you want to go. And I could have given up. Last year, you guys think it's so easy at the top? Last year, I was 24 hours away from hitting Premier, and Premier wasn't even my goal. Elite was my goal last year. Because my diamond went diamond December 31st, 2015, and need to be a 2016 coach. Plenty of points. My team rocked it all year long. I could have easily just let that oh, well, I'm just a failure. Heck no. I don't care about Premier. I care about changing lives. And that's why I put my name at the top of the leaderboard every month, because 3 lives, no offense, but that's kind of bullshit, guys. You want to be a coach? Go change 10 lives this month. Why not? Everybody has the same resources, the same products, the same billions of people on Facebook and Instagram. Everybody has the same opportunity here. So there's a reason that 10 of you are on this call, because you want something, right? So why not go get it? We're all busy, but plan out your week. I still work full time as an architect right now. Do I want to be there? Heck no. So I'm desperate to change my situation. I'm the only one that can do it. Nobody's going to do it for me. So you have to kind of own that and figure out your obstacles in your life and figure out how to make this work. On a calendar, with a schedule. Just do it. Every day for the past 2 years, I've been getting up at 5 a.m. Every day. Some days it's not so fun, but you have to sacrifice 2 to 3 years of hard work. I'm sure you've heard Liz say it a million times, for a lifetime of freedom. Can you honestly say the last 2 years, or since you started as a coach, you have gotten up at 5 a.m. or you have stayed up till midnight to work this? Right? I'm not telling you to be unhealthy, but at some point, you have to give where you want to go. You have to give a little bit more, or stop taking on extra things that don't serve your goals. For me, it was reality TV. I used to watch 2 to 3 hours of it at night. It was ridiculous. I don't need to do that. That doesn't build my Beachbody business. And it's funny when you see your friends, oh my God, did you watch The Bachelor? No, I freaking have a team call purposely on Monday nights during when The Bachelor is on to see who's serious about it. Because I know my niche and they like their Bachelor calls. But it doesn't serve me. Who cares? You can catch up on it later. You're just watching people drink wine and complain anyways, right? Okay, another thing that I do for visualization. I'm pretty big on giving you guys actual things to do and put into place, because I think that you can hear somebody preach and talk all day long, but having something, and you don't have to do all of this, but pick one of them and really master it, and pick something that's going to work and speak to you. So every single month, and it's the beginning of the month, so it's perfect timing, I make a list of people, and maybe I've invited them the past month and they've ghosted me, stopped talking to me, or maybe they've said, yeah, I'm interested, and then they don't answer you, or you've just been going back and forth with them a couple times. They go on my list here. Okay, this is my visualization list of everybody I want to help this month. And if you can see, 2 names are already highlighted off there. I guess I didn't do the other one, but she will be highlighted tonight. Every single month this year, I've made a list, and they're all highlighted as they sign up, because it just sits on my desk every day and I see it, and I go to their pages and I love bomb them, which means you go and and comment on their posts. I follow up with them, because I really believe you never give up on anybody. You don't harass them, but at the same time, you are a friend first. And so I've always led with that, just as a concerned friend, hey girl, are you okay? I haven't heard from you in a while. That usually will get you a response back, because they're yeah, I'm fine. But they don't realize that you didn't send the message. So I would challenge you, put the names to paper. It's so easy to plug into Google Docs, or, I use Google Streak as well. But having this in front of my face every day, there's just something about visualization. So you can tell, Post-its, my phone, this piece of paper, it's stuff that you're going to see every single day. You can't hide it. So when you don't feel like doing your power hour and you see this list of names, it's like, oh shit, like that's a lot of potential that I'm sitting on, a lot of opportunity I'm sitting on that I'm not taking advantage of. Who is it for me to say I'm too tired to help these people, right? So the list is like golden for me. Okay, let me get a drink of water real quick. So this was kind of again, I'm a very intuitive person, and this was freaky to me. Last year at Summit, I was 1-star diamond, and I didn't realize until I got home, but they gave me this medal. It says six-star diamond coach. It's like, that's kind of weird. Why would I get that? But I take it as a sign. Like, I've predicted football game scores, weird stuff. I don't know. I'm weird. But I saw it as a sign, and I'm going to work for this sucker this year. Like, this is going to be on my neck this year. That's how strongly I believe in it, because it's a sign, and you don't have to get a medal to see that. But like, listen to the things that are in your life, you know, good or bad. Because at work, I've been told, oh, you're so confident that other people in positions of power are intimidated by that. That's not my problem. You know what I mean? Like, that's my purpose. That's my passion. That's why I get on these calls and fire you guys up, because you should be chasing this too. Not because you want the recognition or the medal, but because this represents 6 people you help change their life, or at least believe that they can change their life. Because ultimately, as you guys build a team, you're showing people what's possible. You're showing them, if I can do it, why not you? Because you're going to give them all your resources. You're going to help them get through the stuff and the obstacles that you face faster. You're going to help them grow income faster, because you're going to already know how to get through that icky stuff. It took me a year to hit diamond the first time. That sucked. Why did I wait that long? It's like, come on. I was actually in one of Liz's and Keith's training my first year as a coach. And I remember you got to post like your diamond tracker. And I was like, oh, sweet. I have 8 people. I'm like so close. I just need 2 emeralds. And then they posted a video about active versus inactive. Well, I had like 6 inactive people. So I just laughed at that. But the second part of this, which I think is even more freaky, this year when I went to Summit, I was 2-star. And they gave me, I can't see, 12-star diamond medal. So if that's not a smack in the face, like, I don't know what is. And I showed it to one of the girls at our happy hour was like, is Danielle a 12-star diamond? I'm like, yeah, I am, because that's what I'm going to be next year. Like, that's just how I want you guys to come away from this call, leading with more confidence. Because if you don't lead with your confidence, the people are going to feel it in your messages. How many of you voice memo people? Awesome. Start doing it if you haven't. You want to know why? Because 400,000 other coaches are not doing it. And it's going to be the difference. How many of you have video message people? Awesome, Katie. There's a feature on Facebook Messenger. And again, you can YouTube this and learn how to do it. I'm not going to get into showing you, but you can go on to Facebook Messenger and send a video. And the videos are like 15 seconds. The voice memos are a minute, I think, max. So you can't mess around. You got to be in and out, which makes your power hour so easy. And here's the best part. I did 50 follow-ups today in less than 5 minutes. Who wants to do that tomorrow? So you can forward a message to people on Facebook Messenger. So you can say, hey girl, how are you? Like, it's happy August. I can't believe it's a new month. Would love to catch up. You know, something super sweet and simple. And you can send it to that person. And then there's a little arrow on the side where you can forward it. So it's a game changer. I'm busy. Y'all are busy. You don't have time to sit there and speak to 50 to 100 people a day. And I'm not telling you to mass message people by any means, okay? I'm just saying touch points or check-ins with your challengers. That's really a good one. I send them like video messages to just let them see your face, you know, let them see your genuine, honest personality. That's just like a little bonus tip in there. But use it, because everybody else is not using it, I guarantee. And copy pasting Liz's scripts isn't going to work for you. It's just not, because it's not you. And it's a good starting point, but you need to evolve it. You need to change it. And you need to make it your own. So read them and start saying them instead of just copy pasting them. Okay. Okay. So how many, if you guys can write in the chat, how many minutes, I should say, or how many hours of personal development do you do each day on average? Just type it in the chat. Yeah, Natalie, the video is awesome. It's less seconds, but I think it's really good. 30 minutes. What if I told you I did 3 to 4 hours of PD every day? Would you believe me? With a full-time job. Now, let me preface this with, at work I can put in earphones. I don't know if you guys have work like this where you can tune people out. And I listen to every single YouTube video I can get my hand on from all different coaches. Because if you get stuck on one, like if you just listen to Liz all the time, that's not going to serve you, right? You need to hear other people's perspectives, which is why team calls are so important when she has guest speakers. Not that I don't love Liz, but you need to have that just different perspective and different fire from different people. So during your workout every day, when you shower and get ready every single day, that's like an hour right there, minimum, depending on what workout program you're doing. Cooking for your family, put your earbuds in. Who cares about the kids screaming, right? In the car, I guarantee you guys probably spend at least 20 to 40 minutes in the car. I don't listen to the radio anymore. And then I can get in probably an hour or two at work, maybe more. So I download Audible and I listen to a book a month. And so I don't always want to do it, but after I do it, I feel so much better because it gives me post ideas. You guys have heard this probably before, but it also just deepens my purpose of why I'm doing this and why I need to continue to show up every day. And if what you're listening to doesn't serve you, it's called stop and find a new video. I mean, all you have to do is go on any of the Beachbody Champions page and YouTube that name, and you can find all of their videos on there. That's all I do. So hours and hours on end of just filling your brain with positivity. Because again, if you're not where you want to be, you need to train your brain to go where you want to go. Grow where you want to go, something like that. Didn't come out as good as I thought, but you guys know what I mean. You have to grow your mindset so that your leadership can grow. And your business is only going to grow as much as your mind grows. So get on board with at least an hour a day. Like I really challenge you guys to step that up because I know most of you, Lori, awesome, an hour. So you double yours, 2 hours. Okay. Okay. So two more points. If I told you to help 30 people this month, would you do it? Would it scare the living craps out of you? But guys, like, as I say, like I'm a competitive person. And so I didn't used to always be at the top of that drop the cookie board. But you bet your bottom dollar once I'm up there, I'm not going lower. Like I was pissed Craig beat me last month. We were in the shift shop together. So he'll probably watch this and laugh. But I want to be at the top of the board because it represents the amount of lives I can touch and that I can create a community from. And I think some of us think that, well, I can't handle 10 people because I can't deal with all their messages all the time. You don't have to, because here's the deal. In your accountability groups, you train them to love on each other. You train them to be their own coaches to each other. You train them to create friendships. I have friends from Pennsylvania, from Virginia, from South Carolina, from Georgia. None of them have ever met, nor maybe ever meet in their life, but they all hold each other accountable. They all have their phone numbers. They all have Facebook friends, and they would have never known each other. And so even if I don't get to check into my challenge group until 9 o'clock at night, because they know I only go in there twice a day, once in the morning and once at night. Because y'all don't need to be commenting all the time and all notifications. Like my notifications are not on my challenge tracker app because that shit drives me crazy. They can love and like on each other because some of them need that. Some of them tell you, I need those constant notifications to remind me to work out at the end of the day. I don't need that. So you can take on more people is my point. And you can do it with quality coaching if you set these things in place, like the easy video message once a week to all of your challengers at once. Like that can take you less than 5 minutes. I just made your life so much easier, you know? You have to use these tricks to your advantage so that you can serve more people and you can get your mindset to that place. Not because you want Success Club points, because you want more transformations, you want more people submitting to that Beachbody Challenge, you want to be Ashley Molstead on the stage with the most transformations posted in the entire company for the year. That's what drives me. Like, I see her up there, I'm like, that's what's possible. That's where the bar is. I watch Tulin. She talks about it all the time. How do I hit 150 Success Club points? Because I know somebody else has done it. So why can't I? Right? Why can't all of us be hitting 50 Success Club points on this team every single month? Why just stop at 6? That's 3 people. That's not even 1 person a week, guys. And I'm not telling you to work more hours. I'm telling you to work smarter and create a culture that is not something that you dread going into, or, oh, I got to come up with another challenge group post. No, it's, I want to get in there and serve them to my best ability and schedule out my posts. Like, I schedule all my stuff on Sunday. I'm not getting in there at 6 a.m. coming up with content. If you're running your business that way, you're not being a CEO, right? And if you don't know how to do this, find a success partner and share the work. That's what I did the first 2 years of my business. I don't want you guys to get overwhelmed and think you got to do all this stuff. You don't. It's split it up and find somebody that can work with you. If that means posting the team page tonight, ask for a success partner, you know? But think limitless with your numbers. And every month I challenge you to help 2 more people than the month before and grow it, because that's how I've done it. My first year, all I did was hit Success Club 5. That's it. And then last fall, I decided, or I guess 2 years ago, I decided that wasn't enough and that wasn't going to grow me to where I wanted to go, because I saw a bigger vision. And so I made Success Club 10 my priority. And then I made Success Club 10 and Success Club of my secondary account a priority. And every month I do it because it's a non-negotiable in my head. It's not like I did some magical thing. I mean, sure, my numbers increased a little bit, but I trained my brain to believe it. And that's your missing piece right now. It's a blessing and a curse, right? Because you know how to change it and you know the voices inside your head that hold you back. And so you have to find ways that I'm giving you to make it easier or to combat them or snap out of it faster. Because what happens when you get a nasty message in your inbox tonight? Are you going to sit and lull and get pissed off and sign off Facebook because one person said something like nasty? Who cares? I choose to let those things fuel me, and I say instead, watch me. And that's how I want you guys to let the fire fuel you. Prove them wrong, you know? If they think you're out for salesy, then check your posts, self-evaluate. Ask somebody on this team to go look at your content and see if what you're putting out there seems salesy or what your messages say. Do any of you guys share messages with other people on your team to check them? Okay, you should be, because you shouldn't figure out this business alone. You should be having different perspectives and different ideas, whether it's you two or somebody else on this team, and work with somebody outside your team cup team even, you know? Get somebody in there and gritty with you and say, let's get up and do a power hour every single day together. Maybe it's somebody on this call that you've never worked with. Beautiful things can happen when you just say, you know what, this isn't working for me. Like, I need somebody else to help me out here, and work with them and help them. But that's how you have to build and serve for your community. You have to believe that it's bigger than you and it's not about you. Okay, the last point is the way you guys go from here is you either get desperate that you don't want to be where you are, or you get super inspired to go where you want to be. Right now, for me, I'm desperate. I want out of my job. I can't stand it. It's not fulfilling. It brings me down every day. Every day I sit and want to do more power hours and not go to work. Like, that's when you know. For some of you, maybe your job is great. but you're inspired to create more transformations. You're inspired to help other people see this opportunity and let that lead you. But it's got to be one or two things, one of those two things. And it's got to be a pain point within you to drive you through the tough days. You know, the days when your kid vomits on the floor or your dog poops on the couch, or, you know, like those things. Shit happens. That's life. Everybody has those obstacles. But you guys are the superheroes. You have a gift in your palm. You have like 10 million gifts. Now you have like Daily Sunshine, Beachbody On Demand, like so much stuff Carl has thrown at you. So why are we only helping 3 people in a month? Why? It's bigger than that. There's 280 million people in this country that need your help. So why is it fair for you to go to sleep at 8 o'clock at night? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to just get hungry to be desperate to get out of where you are, or be inspired to move somewhere bigger. So my closing kind of to do for you guys is just take massive action this month, you know, double what you're doing and see what happens, or get more quality about the action that you're taking, should I say, and post in the Team Drop the Cookie. Guys, I need messages. Like, how do I talk about this? And ask for help. And when somebody sees a post that asks for help, y'all better be commenting on it, even if you have your own teams, because you started in this mothership. And so we all coming together is going to be way more inspiring than us just saying, well, you know, somebody else can answer that question. Oh, give back. I volunteered for this call. I didn't have to be here. Like, it's taking time away from my business, but I want to give back to the person that felt like me 2 years ago, that felt like, I don't know how to hit Success Club. I don't know if this is for me. Nobody's answering my messages. How do I actually do this? And I'm telling you, all you have to do is believe in yourself, you know, and just go for it. Overload your brain with PD. Double what you're doing and see what happens. How many of you guys are doing Shift Shop right now? Awesome. You guys love it. Are you sticking to it? 110%. Okay. Libby, I see that little face there. Get on Chris's videos in I think it's the Beachbody Champions page. He does one every single day. That's what he did in our test group. And that's what got me through. I had never completed a program start to finish before that. And it's embarrassing to say it, but it's true. I think Craig said it last week as well. But there's power to that man. And boy, does he have a message. If you can serve people like him, expecting nothing in return, your business will explode. You know? Oh no, you broke your leg. Well, that's a great story to talk about. Like, show people you can still do the damn thing, right? You know, most people will just sit on the couch and eat their way through it. So props to you, Whitney. Challenge accepted. Yes. Okay, create your list. So create your list of people that you're going to sign up and put it somewhere you're going to see every single day, guys. And when you highlight somebody off, like, put it in the team page. Say, guys, I signed somebody up off my list. I changed a life. That's what I do on my team every single month. We come up with like a little graphic, and every time they change a life, they comment under there. Changed Lindsay's life today. She wants to achieve XYZ. And it becomes more purposeful rather than just got 2 Success Club points, gonna make it on the board this week. Like, yes, have a healthy competition with yourself, but make it purposeful, okay? And then draw a line in the sand. Punch yourself in the face with your why every single day with some of the ideas I gave you guys tonight. Let it lead you past the limiting beliefs that you have, bullshit excuses you have in your head of why you can't do this. Because guys, I'm telling you, if I can freaking do this, you can do this. I know you hear that all the time, but I'm just an average girl that decided to learn my way to the top. It's literally all I've done. Learn and train my way to the top. And so the only thing that separates you from any top coach you name, I mean, same thing with Liz. Do you guys know she's just a girl that decided to go for it? So why not you? Why not this month? Why not get yourself to the next rank? Don't think about the how. Don't think about the who. Just lead with the why and go after it. So I'm going to open it up to any questions you guys may have or anything you want to throw at me. I'm a total open book for a few minutes, and then I'll let you go run with it because I know it's Team Cup month. Or any big takeaways you're going to implement. Whitney, what you got? I call people out.
So I started making my I am list. I'm going to put it on my phone. And I actually just got off a call with some of my Team Cup people. And we're doing power hours. So we're going to start doing those. So I think that was an awesome idea. And I'm also going to buy lots of Post-its because I really feel like seeing it, like you're saying, it makes a huge difference. And I think looking at it every day in different places, like not just my phone, not just where my desk is, but when I brush my teeth or when I get something out of the fridge, I think that that's kind of keeps it in the forefront of your mind. So I like that idea.
Perfect. I better see a picture of it or something.
I will post one. I got to buy the Post-its tomorrow. But I'll see my phone tonight.
Love it. What else? Anybody else got anything?
Hey, I'm going to ask you something. It's Natalie.
Yeah, go for it, girl.
So I've been like doing that 10X rule book and like 10Xing everything I've been doing. And I was part of the Art of Recruiting this past month. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy. I actually did a little bit worse this last month. I don't know if it was because of Summit, but I'm just trying to see like comparison in regards to numbers because I have some pretty big numbers that I talk to every single day. And I don't know, maybe if I have to wait for that, that momentum to build up from all the conversations. But you said you sometimes talk to about 50 people. I'm at like an average to about 40 conversations per day plus 10 plus invites every day since the Art of Recruiting course, whatever. What do your numbers look like realistically every single day?
Here's the deal. Today was a big day. I just felt like I was going to send that video because it was just like a, hey girl kind of thing. I could tell you my numbers all day long, but it's not going to work for you. What's going to work for you is being quality and genuine with the things that you do. And so being really intentional, and I know you probably don't like that answer, but I tell my coaches, you can talk all day long publicly about yourself. That is your storefront to prove this freaking works. And you are freaking awesome. And you have so much energy. And you are the person that somebody wants to work with. Behind the scenes, it's all about the other person. It's questions and it's listening. And so if you're not getting the traction you want, get on more lives and talk about the hard stuff. You know, show your workouts when you're struggling. Like, why do we speed up our videos and show the videos of like the perfect form? Guys, do you know how unrelatable that is? Most people don't even work out 4 or 5 times a week. So you have to remember who you're talking to. I know it's going a little bit long, but I'm really like passionate about this because I check myself a lot. Be more quality with the conversations you're having in the sense of get them to come to you by the vulnerability you put out. And you will see flocks of people come to you. It's crazy. Stuff I talk about now I would never talk about. And that's why I push so much on this belief aspect, guys, because it's not about you. It's about them. And so you have to share the hard stuff if you truly want to help people. And it doesn't have to be like everyday, big, deep, dark thing, but it does have to be continuous weaves of what you're doing. So my challenge to you would be share more vulnerability publicly and then talk to those people that are interacting with what you're doing, because those are the people, when somebody likes your comments, they're already interested. So assume that in your conversation and be really confident that way. So hopefully that helps. And I think really the voice memos and the videos make a whole difference between just a copy paste of a message. Cool. Anything else, guys? You ready to go rock your power hours if you haven't done them today and put yourself out there? And hey, like, get in the team page and share what's working for you. and give to others, because when you can give to others on this team, it's going to help you feel more confident and just really knock the heck out of your limiting beliefs. All right, guys? So I can't wait to see your names on the boards, and go rock the cup. Thanks for hopping on tonight. See you guys.